Welcome back to the Cricket Today show, brought to you by TABTouch, who bring you daily sports markets covering every BBL match so you never miss a beat. I'm your host, Liam McAllion, also known as the Stats Guy. No Marcus Barzano. It's a sad day. 2 in a row. We're missing him, but we've still got Liam Mullaly. He's excited.
Can we just explain, what is this setup? I feel very close to you and I don't like it.
I just wanted to get closer to you, Lee. I know you didn't want that. No, we've had some camera issues, but homie, our producer's done well to get us going, and we've got the nice camera in front of us. So we're just a bit closer today.
Nice and snug.
Yeah, we're very snug today. So if we get on each other's nerves, we can give a few elbows and things like that.
Oh, I would never.
But how you going, Lee? You excited to be?
All right. Sad the Renegades lost, but we'll get into that a little bit later.
We will. Fill every play and be right in the action throughout a massive Aussie summer of cricket with TABTouch. Huge show today. We're going to be covering cricket news, an annoying third test between Australia.
Annoying.
That is how I'll describe it. There's been some good highlights in Australia versus India, but so much rain.
Yep.
Like, they've really fixtured it wrong. It's the part of the wet season in Brisbane. I saw people talking about the weather over there and things like that. So that's very annoying. We're going to talk about some SuperCoach BBL with a bit of buy, hold, sell.
Yeah,
People haven't seen that segment. And then BBL 14 match wraps for the last couple of days. There's been an awesome match last night. Was the Striker and Thunders. The Thunders.
And the fan comments, Stats Guy.
And then we're going to finish off with the fan comments. Of course, we love that. Some of the fan questions and comments coming through are so good. So keep them coming. Before we start, be sure to get around this show on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. I think we're almost at 2.3K.
Ooh, okay.
Around that sort of mark, 2.2, 2.3. So keep that going towards 3K on YouTube. We love that. Follow the socials, Cricket Today AU. Leo's pumping out so many graphics, so many videos. We're loving it with SuperCoach. Lots of TABTouch stuff. We've got everything.
Up the
wazoo. There we go. And download TABTouch today. Imagine what you could be buying instead. For free and confidential support, call 1-800-858-858 or visit gamblinghelponline.org.au. All right, your favourite segment.
Quick single. Let's do it quick.
Check out the quick single graphic that Leah's been doing, and then I've done a couple. Leah's going to do a couple for SuperCoach BBL.
I haven't been able to do them this test because of the rain.
The bloody rain.
It
won't stop raining, and it is pissing us off.
How many rain delays have we had? Not 1, not 2. Not 3.
At least
not
12.
4. Not 5.
So you can account on it.
Go all the way up. We've had over 12.
12 is not the exact number.
It's over 12?
I think it is because I counted the other day we had 6. There was one stage we bowled 7 balls, came back off. I was like, oh, this is just not cricket. Cricket is in the sun of Australia.
It's so frustrating, isn't it?
It's so annoying. So it looks like it's going to be a draw, which India are like, thank God, because Australia, if this was going the distance, which like we actually had some overs, the Aussies have been all over them.
Yeah,
other than Bumrah. So very frustrating. Yeah, it's gotta be a draw now.
Yeah, I think so.
Sadly. Next one, another more sad news. Josh Hazlewood. So Marcus is usually on this show. His favourite player has injured his calf. So it was a bit underdone. He had a side strain, obviously, getting a bit older.
It's a different issue, but should they have played him in hindsight?
If it's nothing to do with the side strain,
they definitely have to manage his game, like test game time, a lot more now.
Yeah,
like
he's getting older.
I'd honestly, for a 5-match series, I'm giving Boland 3 and Hazlewood 2 just to manage his workload because Hazlewood is going to be used in the shorter format more than Boland. So
in World Cups.
And I know you can argue who's a better bowler. Like if you prefer Hazlewood, that's fine. If you prefer Boland,
Hazlewood in terms of career,
it's about
obviously,
more getting the most out of each
bowler.
And I think that's what you have to do.
I agree. And even though Boland's he's not young himself, but he hasn't got the wear and tear of Hazlewood. He's played for Australia every single month.
It's pretty
for his
durable
whole life.
so far, Boland.
Yeah, and he's really durable. He could be out for the rest of the series. That's why Leo's talking about Boland. We're going to have a big question on that later. I think it's pretty obvious that he'll come straight in for Hazlewood, which, although I'm annoyed for Hazlewood, I'm excited because that means we get
Scotty at the G.
Build a statue at the G. Have they built that statue yet?
No,
is it on the way?
It's going to come after the Westgate Tunnel, that one.
Oh, gee. So that's going to be 2040.
Yeah, 2040.
20, I was going to say even later, 2070. I don't know. Something like that. All right. Another thing in the quick single that we were talking about yesterday. Michael Vaughan. What is he okay? I don't know if he should be allowed on TV after this. He's put his combined Ashes 11 for the next Ashes between Australia and England.
Do you want me to go through it, Stats Guy?
Not really, but we will. Because
we'll go through it.
Go through it. This is his combined 11 of Australia and England right now. And I think he was up.
I reckon we should give ours after.
Oh, all right.
But Michael Vaughan, he's gone Ben Duckett and Usman Khawaja. I don't have qualms there.
That's not horrible.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Well, I love this kid, I'm going to say.
You love it.
But he's played, 3 test matches?
Yeah.
Jacob Bethel in 3 to anchor anchor the innings. He's better than Labuschagne. He's better than Smith. He's better than Head.
You're right, Vorney. What are you doing?
Joe Root at 4. Harry Brook at 5. Stokes at 6. Do you have Stokes in your team?
I don't mind Stokes in my team, but not as captain. You need a winning mentality, not, we'll try and we'll have fun. We want a winning mentality.
We won in our heads.
Exactly. And if Australia we've beaten England, like the last couple of Ashes, or at least drawn and retained the Ashes. So you want the winning captain on your team, don't you?
Yes.
Pat Cummins? I don't know. That was a bit weird that he's put captain as
Stats guy, do you know the next player? Do you actually know who this is?
I know who they are, but not much about them.
Jamie Smith?
Yeah.
Again, I don't know much about him, but surely you're picking Alex Carey over Jamie Smith. He didn't even play in the recent tests against New Zealand.
I reckon he's either done this to get a bit of clickbait, or he's just a complete idiot.
I think both.
Both. Yeah.
And to top it off, he's picked the Australian quartet bowling, Cummins, Stark, Lyon, and Hazlewood.
Which is smart.
He said, and quote, they are slightly better than the English bowlers.
Slightly better. When the English bowlers are getting smacked around for 600 against New Zealand.
New Zealand had a lead of 650.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they're slightly better than... Yeah, that's
we may lose
better.
to India, but we're not going to lose by 400 runs.
Well, we nearly did in the first test.
Oh, yeah, true. But that was against India.
Okay, what's your 11?
Oh, jeez. You're putting me on the spot here.
Do you want me to go?
I just want to talk about the players that should be in there.
Okay.
Travis Head.
Yes.
Has to be in there. Who else? I think Alex Carey has to be in there.
I think Smith.
Smith has to be in there.
Still, I wouldn't put Labuschagne.
No, probably not. And then I don't mind the rest. But then it's going to be very Aussie heavy. I don't mind Stokes being in there. Harry Brook and Root have to be in there. The top two batsmen in the world right now.
This is my team. I'm actually taking Khawaja out, and I'm bringing in Crawley.
I don't mind that because our openers have been bad. Yeah.
Root 3, Smith 4, Brook and Head share 5 and 6. I don't really care there. Carey 7, and then the Aussie bowlers. Honestly, England really only deserve 4. I gave them 4 players.
They haven't won.
Do they deserve more than 4 players in a combined Ashes 11 when they havenent beaten Australia? Like
I agree.
In the last 2, 3 Ashes.
A lot of these guys haven't even played. Like a few of them haven't even played in the Ashes. Like I don't get what he's doing here.
Jacob Bethel is in an Ashes combined 11 with 0 test runs in the Ashes. What's going on?
What are you doing, Michael Vaughan? He should honestly lose his job. That's
a bit harsh.
We love Fox. Well, we love Fox cricket, so I genuinely don't mind him usually. He's just lost the plot here.
Yeah,
what he's doing.
A little.
Or a bit of clickbait.
A little bit, yeah.
But yeah, I think we've broken that down well. Very nice.
I think we've done good.
Yeah, well done. That's a quick single as well. Done. Yeah, you happy with that? Was that quick enough? Usually timing the old.
I don't know when we started.
You got right into it. All right. Even though it's been raining, and it is raining right now, there's a lightning delay in Australia versus India. We're going to have an Australia versus India third test look. It's the start of day 5 as we are recording this. Australia, is it still the same score? 445, obviously.
Yeah.
Bowled out for. Then India, 260. Rahul,
very good.
84. Really, really good effort.
Jadeja, very good.
Jadeja, I still don't understand how he wasn't picked from the start.
He's just an annoying batsman. I don't mean that in a negative way.
No, he's hard to get out.
He's a great batsman, but as an Aussie fan, I just feel like every time we want to wrap up the tail, you just got Jadeja there doing his sword celebration, just like, I'm still here, and he makes 77. You're like, what the hell?
I feel like every time I watch him against Australia, he gets around 70. Like,
he at least makes a 50,
He always gets at least like 60, 70.
He's a very talented cricketer.
Oh, he is so good. That's why I don't understand. I know he wasn't in great form and he wasn't in the team early on.
Yeah.
Like, he always dominates Australia, so I don't know why they didn't pick him straight
We've had a lot of Indian fans say Travis Head is their nightmare. I think Jadeja is the Indian all-rounder version of Travis Head. Like, he honestly, he's a player that just gets... He annoys you.
And we're not scared of Kohli at the moment. He's
not at the moment. But he keeps... We could fire up for Boxing Day.
We'll touch on in the fan comments, but he keeps just reaching and going for those... Literally, they're going to bowl it there every ball because they know he's going to reach out for those wide ones. Just let it go through the keeper, Virat. What are you doing, mate? The other side of it, the Aussies, Cummins got a 4-for. He was really good. He was sweating buckets. I know it was raining as well, but they looked cooked towards the end of it. That's the only thing I'm worried about for day 5. I think you said that.
I'm worried about for the next test too.
Yeah, Stark got 3-for. This is all in the build up. We obviously the Aussies tried to get the follow on, and absolutely cooked it. Marcus, who's usually on this show, he was fired up. He was not happy yesterday.
He would have set a world record for decibels on
decibels. Yeah, like I'm trying to think of what would he have said. He would have said, "Why the hell are we not bowling it at the stumps?
Why are we playing Nisa?
Where's Nisa? Why are we not bowling it at the stumps? We're bowling short balls. Just honestly, I'm happy to get it out for him because I was getting so frustrated.
Yeah.
We did this last year. Was it against Pakistan? Yeah, it was.
Pakistan and even the Windies a little
bit. Where it was. That's right. And we just don't bowl smart against the tail.
Well, that goes into one of our big questions. Why can't the Aussies wrap up the tail? Now, just to use yesterday's... Because to be honest, we've actually been pretty good at it so far this series. I think we've improved, but yesterday was a poor showing because they obviously avoided the follow-on. I think especially when Hazlewood goes down and you've got the 10 and 11 in, I know you need Stark and Cummins to bowl at the stumps, and that's a whole nother issue.
Yeah.
But I would have just bowled line and head because you need a if we want to win the game, head and line can get out the 10 and 11.
Yeah,
head proved this morning.
You're resting your fast bowlers as well.
Then you give your fast bowlers more rest because I still don't think we were going to take 10 wickets today, just with being a quick bowler down.
The rain as
but you just got to play it smart like that. And it's not even just saving them for day 5. It's saving them for the 4th test. It's saving them for the 5th test. Every bit, like... We bowled them yesterday to get out Bumrah and deep, and we didn't. And now it just looks like they just bowled 10 overs
and got stuffed.
For nothing. That's 10 more overs of hard work when they're sweating buckets.
That could be the best little
that
analysis
could decide
you've
the
had.
Series.
It could decide
how they're feeling. It could genuinely play a factor
because the next test's gap is not too far away. So I actually don't mind the way you've said that.
Genuinely play a factor.
And then part of that tail was Akash Deep. He had 31 runs at number 11. Yeah,
surely
he was awesome.
Deep and Bumrah have to bat above Siraj.
Siraj is horrible.
I know it's not a main thing, but it's like
Siraj should not be batting that high. Like Bumrah actually had some good covered drives. I know he went straight to the fielder. Then Akash Deep was literally hitting. He Cummins for 6.
Yeah, Bumrah Cummins for 6.
And they both hit Cummins for 6. So there's not many players in the world that can do that. So good on him. But yeah, definitely need to wrap up the tail a bit more. Other big questions: should Australia have declared earlier? Yes.
I'm no.
If we declared, it doesn't matter about the runs.
But if we,
you know what I mean?
Well, it does because then it gives them less runs to chase for the follow-on. So we still needed the runs to make them follow on.
True, I didn't think that.
And we can't predict the rain, because when we got to 445, there was still so many rain delays to come.
That's true. The only thing I'll say on this is, what was I trying to say?
Oh, he's lost it.
I've lost what I was trying to say there. I've absolutely... what happened there? Yeah, declared earlier. Yeah, sorry, that's what I was trying to say. In hindsight, I could easily say, we should have declared earlier. But in the moment, I was okay with it. And at the end of the day, the Aussies should have just cleaned up the tail a bit quicker and then we would have had the follow-on.
Because if we declared it even 400, that means India only needed 200 runs to avoid the follow-on, which they had with Jadeja in.
True.
So... True. It would just be in the same position. So I don't know if we necessarily needed to declare earlier.
Yeah, you've done that. You've done that. Wisdom's. Why are you called Wisdom?
I've got no idea.
You don't know because your mates always comment. They comment the little Wisdom thing.
I think it's because they call my dad Wisdom Senior, and then they just call me Wisdom. I don't know.
Wisdom WJ.
Wisdom Junior.
Yeah.
All right.
There we go.
Let's move on.
That's good.
Should Boland have played over Hazlewood, stats guy?
No.
Yeah. Again, in
hindsight, yes, obviously, but I think Hazlewood just got obviously that track record. He's always worked so well. He's the more experienced player. If it was his side strain that was the same injury, I would have been so pissed off because
that would have been bad.
I'd be like, why did they play this old man? Like he's obviously sore, but he got a different injury. And hindsight,
we'll still get Boland at the G. Which is what I think everyone in Australia wants.
Yeah, I think everyone wants to see Boland at the G, get another statue, but maybe 2. If he gets another 6 foot, 2 statues next to each other, 1 per 6 foot.
One at either end of the. One at Richmond Station, one at Flinders Street or Jollymont.
Yeah, don't mind that. I think in hindsight, yes, but no, I'm happy that they picked Hazlewood.
Yeah,
because obviously they're not going to pick him when he's underdone, but it just looks bad now.
Yeah, it does.
Last one: have India got away with murder?
Have they?
They have. They have absolutely got away with murder. They're licking their lips. They're doing rain dances.
Well, what about when they passed the follow-on?
I don't think they won.
Like they won the game.
Oh my god!
Fair enough. I probably would have done the same if I was in there. But
it was a weird look because they just avoided getting smashed. That's all they got avoided.
We look ahead now. We've got the Boxing Day test and we've got the SCG. Yeah. Everyone in Australia knows that the SCG is like 90% chance of getting rained out. No one expects the Gabba to. Everyone expects the SCG to. So it's really, there's so much on this Boxing Day test. It's going to be, I'm going to go to day 2. I don't know.
I'm going to day 2, yeah.
It's going to be
It'll
a
be
very
awesome, mate.
elite contest.
It's going to be sold out first day. It's going to be packed the second day. But yeah, they've 100% got away with murder. 100%.
Yeah.
India fans are like, thank God for the rain. I think they'll bounce back at the G probably.
I just have a sneaky suspicion whoever bats first has a big advantage.
Okay.
I reckon.
Don't mind that.
But we'll see.
Very nice. All right, that's the big questions. We've covered a bit there for the for a test that's had a lot of rain. At least we've got to cover a few things there. Before we get into all things BBL and SuperCoach BBL, make sure to check out TABTouch for their sports markets, which cover every BBL match this season. Got the touch? Download TABTouch today. Think, is this a bet you really want to place? For free and confidential support, call 1-800-858-858 or visit gamblinghelponline.org.au. All right, Leo, let's get into it. Big Bash time.
Do we have to talk about this game?
Oh, you're a big Gades man. So am I. The Sixers versus the Renegades. Look, they put up a solid fight, the Renegades.
Yeah.
But the Sixers are just too classy. They just got depth. They just got that old class that you said. They're so old, they're boring. They are boring because they know how to win. All right, the Renegades, 7 for 169.
Probably 10 short, I reckon.
Yep.
Every time they started to get going, the Sixers pulled them back.
There was that a little bit of a middle order, like not collapse, but just the middle order.
Like a halt.
A halt. Yeah, I'll say that. Yeah, the Gades batsmen love to go aerially.
I just reckon.
You can't play it on the ground, boys.
Yeah, Fraser McGurk, Brown, even Seifert. There's a lot of like. If they just hit it along the ground, you're fine. And even in the power surge, I hate the power surge because the Gades play it terribly.
They do.
All you need to do is play proper cricket shots. Sutherland was actually proof of that.
Yeah.
He came out and just played nice strokes. Maybe could have gone a bit harder later.
That's right.
But he played that. I thought when he came in, he played his role to perfection. Seifert 55, good pick in SuperCoach.
I was watching him, with my dad, and we were like, "This guy's technique is horrible." When he first came out to bat, and then he just got into it a bit, but he was all right.
Yeah,
good for SuperCoach. Yeah,
I thought Josh Brown as well. He was hitting the ball crisp, and then he hit Jordan Silk. Couldn't have hit him better.
I'm not fussed.
If he hits that ball on the ground, just get a single.
I'm not fussed about Josh Brown going hard every ball because it's like, all right, that's sort of the highest level of cricket he's going to play. I'm so frustrated with Jake Fraser McGurk because he literally tries to smack every single ball, and I want him to play for Australia. I want him to go well. It's not going to work like that. He needs to change just a little bit. Like he needs to just play some proper cricket, which he can. He can play some drives. He can play a bit of everything. So,
well, the ball he got out to was like, it swung a little bit, but it was a half volley. Yeah. It looks to hit aerially.
Just hit that along
It swung away from him, and he's looked to hit it aerially over mid-wicket, when if he just hits a straight drive, he's hitting that for 4 along the ground.
It was frustrating.
So he just needs to keep his head a little bit.
On the other side, we got the Sixers. Who was in the leading wickets for the Sixers? I think that was a bit shared.
I think it was shared. Joel Davies bowled well.
He got
the wicket
really well.
of Brown.
Yeah, because he's the young Davies, isn't he? Yeah, he's done.
It was just that they all pulled it back when they had to. And look, the Gades had their chances. I thought Enriques could have been run out.
Yeah, so he ended up with
an easy run out chance.
Rogers had a stink.
He's got to get out of the team.
I think so as well. He was really good 2 or 3 seasons ago, and the Gades are probably thinking in their head, he's always going to be like that. He is cooked now.
I'd take Fergus O'Neill any day over Tom Rogers.
Yeah.
And I think that wicket actually would have been way better for Gurinder to play than Rogers.
Few slow balls.
I think Rogers and O'Neill are too alike as well. Like they're both like power play bowlers who try and bowl full and swing it and like.
And they're not bowling fast as well.
And on a wicket like that where you needed to bowl a little bit shorter and change your pace, Gurinder would have been perfect.
Yeah, and then Moises Enriques, the Spotify playlist himself. 53 not out of 27.
Do it for another team, Moises.
What are you doing? That's his team, mate. He's the captain.
Who cares? People change teams all the time. Play for the Strikers next year. Play for the Stars. Just do something different.
Mate, he was so good. He was middle. Boring. I think he middled every ball. Yeah, even when the couple he defended, I was like, you just middling everything.
As soon as we missed that run out, it was done, wasn't it?
Yeah, so you're the sad Gades man over there.
Sad, but they were promising.
But they were all right. And
they do this every year, though.
I said, they always lose a lot of close games, don't they? But I said the last podcast that I reckon they'll start a bit slow. They've got a lot of new players.
Yeah.
And hopefully they click into gear.
Yeah.
Hopefully for Renegades fans. Last night, this was, I'd say, the best match of the Big Bash so far. There's only been 3 matches, but Thunder versus Strikers at Manuka Oval in Canberra. Oh my God. There was lots of runs. I think it's a smaller ground, pretty good batting pitch. Strikers were 8 for 182. The Thunder get it done very late, 8 for 183. Unbelievable. I'm just going to say it from the start. They needed 34 of 14 balls.
Of 12.
The Thunder. Sorry, 12 balls. and Daniel Sams hit 31 off Lloyd Pope. So
why are you bowling Lloyd?
Why are they bowling Lloyd Pope in the power surge? I love Lloyd Pope. So he
Was
had
it the
one
power surge? No, it was just the second last over.
No, I think it was the power surge because they must have had the power surge in the 17th, 18th. I think it was.
What is it with captains and bowling spin in the power
So
surge?
either way, just say it wasn't the power surge. I'm trying to think if it was. I'm not 100% sure on that. But he was bowling really well. He had 1 for 17 off 3. So you're going, oh, he's the informed bowler here. Let's get him back on. And he's a good bowler. But then he got really nervous, I think, because he started going a bit slower.
He didn't know where to
He
bowl.
bowled a couple of wides in that over as well because he's like, I reckon he got a bit
No, literally.
And then
it's
Sams,
bad captaincy.
my man Dan Sams, who I usually pick every year since he's been alive in SuperCoach. And I didn't bloody pick him this year because I forgot about him. Oh, I forgot about it. And when I came out to bat, I was like, oh yeah, I don't have Dan Sams. And he absolutely tonked him everywhere. I think he had 47 off 18 balls.
42 off 18.
42 off 18, sorry. He was unbelievable. Some other ones that we want to touch on. Overton was great. He had 45 out of wicket.
Him and Basley powered the strikers score to 180.
I found out last night it's Baisley.
Yeah, isn't...
But not Basley.
Bas-
That's what they were saying on the commentary, but I don't know if they were getting it wrong. Yeah. Bazball, Baisley,
like that.
Baisley Ball.
Change that.
Change it. Change your name, mate.
Thunder bowling, they actually had some good... They had 3 great bowlers and they still concede 180.
Yeah.
So that might be an issue with the Thunder finding that
McAndrew, how's he getting again?
Yeah, Wes Agar will probably be as expensive, I reckon.
True, but I feel like Wes Agar has better change-ups. I don't like McAndrew.
Ferguson, Green and Sang are a good 3, and then Sams can take wickets but is expensive.
Yeah.
And then that 5th bowler's a worry.
Ferguson 3 wickets, Green 3 wickets, and Sanger 2 wickets. That's a great bowling performance. Ferguson on debut. Green took an awesome catch as well. But
Ferguson's bowler short was incredible. Movement
to be fair, Short had his head in the clouds a little bit, but at swung a lot and his good pace. The one we have to talk about,
the Wonder Kid.
The Wonder Kid, he's done it again. Sammy Constas. There was this page last night that's followed us and kept commenting all that stuff. Sexy Sammy Constas. That's what.
Oh, did it?
It's a bit of a creepy
the
one.
old SSK.
It's only 19, so maybe just be careful with that page. But 56 off 27, Sammy Constas. Unbelievable. The youngest player to score a BBL 50 ever at 19 years and
76 days, I think.
Oh, geez. I was going to write that down. He's 76 days. There we go. Unbelievable. He was doing everything. Came down the pitch to Baisley a few times, was just hitting him over cow corner. So much confidence. And he said before the game he was really nervous. Didn't look like it.
Yeah, look, England may have Bazball, but we've got Sammy Constance, the Wonder Kid.
The Wonder Kid. There we go. We'll call him the Wonder Kid. Because
he's going to be a superstar.
Out of everyone coming through in our cricket, like we were trying to get around Jake Fresno-McGurk. He's a tiny bit older. This guy is
Fresno-McGurk's still like 22.
He's still, but like 19 and he's doing this.
Add in Cooper Connolly and we've got that trio is going to be the Rat Pack of Cricket Australia. I'll tell you that much.
No, I think Constance is a good boy.
Until Fraser McGurk
he's not like
gets
Fraser
his hand.
Fraser McGurk's like, he's going to maybe get in his ear a little bit. I don't know. That's pretty funny. But yeah, he was, so good to watch. I love watching Sam Constance. He's on my bench in SuperCoach.
Yeah, he's on mine. And I emergency David Warner over him.
Oh, no.
I don't want to talk about
cash
it.
cow through the roof. Very happy with that. Talking about SuperCoach BBL, SuperCoach Wash. Do we want to just go straight into it or talk about...
buy, hold, sell.
Buy, hold, sell. Here we go. Buy, hold, sell. That is across all the SuperCoach brands, but we're bringing it to you now for cricket today. You start us off, Leo. Who are you buying, holding, and selling?
I'm going the Chief. I know he doesn't have a double, but I missed out on him. And I think with the way the Renegade's bat, he's going to have a lot of opportunity.
Will Sutherland, for people who don't know the Chief.
If they don't know who the Chief is, why are they watching the show? Yeah, look, he's going to bat. He's going to bowl himself. And I think he proved that he might pick up a wicket or two. So I think I've got to get him in. The other one, if I've already got this bloke, but Jai Richardson... This is not a stalker review, Jai, if you're watching. We'll get to that comment as well.
Actually, we haven't talked about that,
But 130,000, he'll probably go up in price, but they've got the double, the Scorchers, and he proved that he's going to be probably the premier bowler.
Yep.
So get on him. Hold Finn Allen.
Okay.
I know he went 6 and out. This is just one for me personally. I just think that, as I said, Scorchers have a double. He didn't score well, but...
Even if they have the double, he has to score well in one of them. I think,
Score well in one of them, but the other thing is he'll get the strike rate bonus because if he's making 50, it's off 20 balls. So, it's risky, but I'm just going to hold for the double and see what happens. Sal, where do I start?
There's a few people to sell. Yeah.
David Warner. Do I sell? Doesn't have a double anytime coming up.
He's a flog.
Fergus O'Neill let me down. I thought he'd get some wickets in the power play, but he might lose his spot as well.
No, I reckon he'll be all right.
Well, there's rumours that he might lose his spot.
Really? Okay.
Zampa, another one. What's he doing? Like, first 2 overs were great, and then second 2, Enrique's took him to town. So I've got some questions to ask myself, and might go for a long walk along the beach to find the answer.
To find out, who should be buying. I don't mind that. I really like the Chief. You need to get him in your team. He was awesome. He was my captain, and absolutely love that. I'll go through my buy hotel. Why not?
Yeah, go
Why not? I'm buying. I've already got him, but if you don't have him, I'm saying you should buy Cooper Connolly. He was unbelievable. The fact that he batted at 3, I know they've got a lot of people to come back, but I think that.
Are you worried about that?
A little bit, but in T20 cricket, if you're batting in the top 5, I reckon the worst he goes down to is 5. And if you're batting in the top 5, you're going to get a lot of overs, I think. Unless
the worry is if Hardy comes back, he not only slides the batting order, but he slides the bowling order.
Hardy, I still think he'll bowl because he got a wicket. He bowled really well. I think a lot of these younger guys coming through, they might even keep him at 3 or 4 just because he's got a really good technique. So I think buy him. He's going to go up in price in the next couple of weeks. Obviously, the Scorchers have the double next game week. So, get her on that.
Yep.
I'm holding Josh Philippe. So, he was pretty disappointing with the bat. But as a keeper, the Sixers get a lot of wickets caught behind the stumps. So, that's an extra. He got an extra 20 points just from 2 catches behind the stumps. I think the more that goes along, he's going to get some catches. And I still think he is the number 1 keeper. He's been the top 2 keepers in 5 of the last 6 years. So keep him around, Josh Philippe. Hold him. I'm selling Adam Zampa. See you later, mate. I'm already sick of you. I know he can go up and down. Last year he was horrible in the Big Bash. Weird. Unless he puts the Aussie colours on, he can't get wickets.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Until he sort of sorts himself out. I also heard on the commentary for the first time ever that he has hand not disease, but something where his hands get really cold. And he can't bowl properly sometimes, and he kept going off. So
is that why he was going off?
But he's had that his whole career. I didn't know this about him. I forgot what it's called, but it's where you pretty much get
no blood.
Yeah, not as much blood going through there, and that'd be the worst thing ever for a leg spinner. So anyway, he's been dealing with that. So he kept going off. I'm a little bit worried about his health and things like that. So get away from Zampa. I just can't stand him at the moment, so I'm selling him.
Okay,
there we go. Is that SuperCoach wash? Is that enough SuperCoach? I could talk about SuperCoach all day, but SuperCoach. All right, let's get into some quick game previews for the next night and a bit. So tonight's match, Wednesday night, and then Thursday night. The Stars taking on the Heat. Now the Stars
at the MCG.
At the MCG, which
home of cricket.
Travis
had 6.
I was gonna say Leo's 6 away, but it doesn't hit many 6s.
About 333,000 Leo blocks.
Leo blocks away. 1 block. All right, we might have to test that out. See how many shots we have to get to the G. Stars taking on the Heat. Obviously, the Heat first game back of the season, winning the championship. I was going to say championship. They were BBL champions.
Well, yeah, technically.
Championship. Do you want to go through the predicted 11s you've chucked in here? Thank you, Leo.
I just thought we could reference them.
Reference it, yeah.
Munro may miss, so he's touch and go. I think if he misses, that gives the Stars a huge chance.
It does,
tonight.
Yeah.
But the Heat batting is a little bit worrying, but their bowling...
their lineup? That doesn't look very good.
Yeah, no Johnson hurts.
No, their bowling's still all right. Bartlett's a freak. I think Swepson... Kuhneman are going to get a lot of wickets. At the G, the spinners know how to get wickets.
Tall Paul bowling into the wicket, wide boundary. I don't know.
I don't like their batting. I think Max Bryan is cooked. I think Renshaw's solid. If they don't have Munro, because Pearson doesn't go at a good strike rate either. So
I'm kind of talking myself into the Stars. Their batting does concern me because they sometimes just capitulate, even though they've got some good names there. But the bowling, Couch and Milne in particular.
Couch. Yeah.
Well, I just think on the MCG, both are really good at bowling into the wicket.
Okay.
And that'll suit the MCG. Yeah. Tom Curran as well can bowl into the wicket. Paris is a bit more fuller, but he's with the new ball. I really want to see Webster and Stoinis get overs. Probably Webster more so because I think Webster's a wicket taker for him. If they play it right, the Stars, I think they can win this and win it comfortably. But I can't go against the Heat, though.
The Heat are just experienced. They've got confidence from last year.
Exactly.
Bartlett genuinely could get 3 or 4. Walter was so good bat and ball last year. Kuhneman, I just think they're more experienced and just have a bit more confidence. Whereas Harper has no confidence at the moment. Clark has no confidence. I think
Merlot at 6.
Merlot. So John O'Merlo might be back in for Hilton Cartwright. Similar sort of players. But he's Mr. Cricket. We used to call him back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
He was our juniors Mr. Cricket. But
I just think the team again. Well, the first 3 games the chasing team has won. I think the team that bats second has the advantage.
Yeah.
Just because I reckon if the
Stars
are batting first, they got to face Bartlett, Swepson, Kuhneman, Tall Paul. They could be 4 for 30 again, and in all sorts. Yeah, with that sentence. Thanks, mate. And then the Stars bowling. They might bowl well, but they might just be out of the game. So
Yeah.
I think whoever bats second has the advantage.
I think you'd be a brave man to go against the Heat. I know that their team on paper doesn't look that good, but their stars will stand. I think if Munro plays, they could win this pretty easy. That's what I'm saying. The Heat. But you reckon it'll be pretty close?
I think
Harper at 3 is just a big worry.
I actually think the Stars have the better team on paper.
Oh, we've said that for lots of years at the Stars. Yeah.
But yeah, it's just so hard to tip against the Heat.
Yep.
We'll see though.
We're both going the Heat. Very nice. They'll roll into the new season absolutely fine. I'm sad that Spencer Johnson's not playing. I've actually got to change up my SuperCoach team to
I
fix
think he
that
was
up.
listed not playing.
He was,
days
but
ago.
I've actually got to. I'm going to get rid of him so I can get Bazley on field anyway. Bazley on field anyway. So there we go.
Baisley.
Apparently it's Bazley.
That's crazy.
Yes, something like that. Then the next one, Thursday night's match before our Friday show. Renegades versus the Hurricanes or the Hurricanes.
The Hurricanes.
The Hurricanes. Yeah, we'll call them the Hurricanes. They're always wearing the chains. We got there Bethel to play.
Potentially.
Your man, Jacob Bethel. Michael Vaughan's man, Jacob Bethel.
Michael Vaughan's man, Jacob Bethel. So apparently the British imports, Bethel, Pope, Duckett, are coming back tonight, which is Wednesday night.
That's really quick after the test, yeah.
Don't know if they'll play Bethel for the Thursday game, but Duckett and Pope are looking likely for the game on Friday. Pope for the Strikers, Duckett for the Stars.
Interesting. Bit of jet lag there.
It could be. They've come from New Zealand. Mate.
Oh, yeah, they're in New Zealand.
So I don't think there'll be jet
They
lag.
could have a little bit. It's only, 4 hours though?
I think Renegades, I would take Rogers out for Sandu.
Yeah.
That would be my change to the team. And then Hurricanes, their lineups there. Look, they can easily win, but look, I actually think it's going to get decided in the power play this game for the Hurricanes bowling, Gades batting.
Yep.
Because you've got Meredith, you've got Jordan, you've got Alice, you've got Dooley against Brown, Seifert, and Fraser. That'll decide the game.
100%. And it's like the young guys take on the old guys here. You've got so many young players coming through for the Renegades, and then you've got Alice, Wade, McDermott, Jim Day. Not that they're that old, but they're just the guys that have more experience and been playing for Australia. I don't know why I said that to Aussie. Australia.
I didn't notice.
Oh, you didn't notice? That's good. But yeah, the Renegades obviously have Fergus O'Neill. You've got, who else have we got? Fraser McGurk.
Harvey.
Yeah. So Sutherland. Yeah, all the young guys. So this is a bit of fun matchup. It's like new versus the old. Yeah.
I reckon the Renegades every year, they either win the first game or are promising in the first game. And then you go, okay.
And then they get smashed.
And then they lose the second game, and then it's just downhill from there. If they lose this game, I'm off the gate. If they got to beat the Hurricanes.
No, they have to. I think they have to.
If they lose this game, then it's just like, come on, what are you doing? Because look at this team on paper. The Gades, I think, have a better team.
Oh yeah, 100% in terms of T20 specific as well. Yeah.
And if they lose, they're not doing anything this year. So this is a must win for the Renegades. It happens every year. They start promising and then they bottle it.
Yeah, I agree. I think whoever wins this, both teams is a good judgment of where they are, because if the Hurricanes win this, you're like, oh, maybe they're slightly better than those bottom two teams. But if they lose, then you're like, yeah. And then Renegades just need it for confidence as well. We both go on Renegades. I think they should win this.
I think, I'm going to go Renegades.
Even though you're a bit nervous.
A little bit nervous. If Bethel plays, it'll be a world record win.
Fingers crossed we actually get a match on at Geelong as well.
Don't think you'll listen to me.
Oh, sorry? About Bethel. Sorry, I did. Yeah.
What did I say?
I can't remember. I was ready to go. I was ready to the next part of the show.
No, what did you say about Geelong?
No, what did you say about Bethel?
Well, what did you say?
I was just saying about Geelong. Hopefully we actually get a game. Last year there was a dangerous pitch. The year before, there was a hole in the covers and the rain got through.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So hopefully they've got the covers on.
This is the only game in Geelong, I think, so...
That's not bad. I actually like the ground. I've been there a couple times.
Get in and get out.
Yeah, get in and get out. There's a Marmalade Bay, apparently. That'd be pretty fun. So get down there if you want to have a look. So we're both going Renegades in that one. All right. As always, we're going to finish with the questions/fan comments. There's some funny ones, so let's go through them. The first one is my favorite of the day.
They're from Twitter.
What was that? Have we got a couple on Twitter? Oh, and we're going to do one on Twitter. Do we want to start with that one? We'll start with that one.
I have a new best friend, everybody!
I don't know about best friend when he's trying to get a restraint on you.
So, no, he's not. No one said that.
Do you want to give a context?
So, for those who don't know, I did a social post on Monday about my love for Jai Richardson, how he's God's gift. Posted it on Twitter.
Yeah.
And... luckily enough, Jai Richardson responded saying, what did he say there, Stats Guy?
It's actually going off. It's up to 782 views on Twitter. Then, Jai Richardson himself, he's got the blue tick.
He's actually ratioed us too. That's not good.
Yeah, at Jai Richo goes, should I be worried if I see this guy in public?
Nothing to worry about, Jai.
He watches
it's
the show.
All love.
Are you sure?
I don't think he watches the show, but if he wants to come on the show,
we'll have to get him on the show.
I might have to sit that one out. If he does,
we'll have to hold him back.
Restraining order against me. But
when I saw that comment, I'm like, that's good. That's not Jai Richardson. Then I saw a blue tick. Then I saw @Jai Richo. Then I saw a professional cricketer for Australia and Perth Scorchers. You might have to update that just to Perth Scorchers, but that's been hard.
See the disrespect they give you. I give you love and you get worried, Jai. Don't be worried. Everything's okay.
I love Jai Richardson. Good man for commenting and love a bit of banter with him there.
Come on the show.
Well done. That was good fun. You got. Also, we didn't.
What have you done for this show? I get players to comment.
That's true. I haven't done anything. I'm happy to leave. Here's my resignation. Let us know in the comments who should leave the show. Even on that,
this goes into that Jai Richardson comment.
Yes.
So Pradeep Kumar,
who always comments on our things.
Love your support. He said, "Head has aura on the field. Leo has it on the show." And that just proves it. I get players,
why are you making his head bigger?
Players to comment on our stuff. That's just what I do.
That's a very funny comment. He did have a laughing emoji after he said that.
No, he didn't. It's not in the run sheet.
Yeah, I couldn't be bothered. He has aura. Leo has aura on the show. Don't know about that.
Can we get like a TikTok edit of like me and just like an aura?
Like dun 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 dun. Like a full on.
That was cringe, by the way.
I don't know. I was gonna overlay with a bit of music. Not that I know how to do that. All right. Pradeep also says it is literally Bumrah versus Australia at the moment. Not wrong. India need to blunt the new ball or else 175 all out. Kohli, he gets out on the 4th stump line again. He knows they're going to bowl it. This is what we talked about before, and still chases it. Is it a mental or technical error?
I think it's both.
I think 100% in terms of mental side, he's probably thinking about it. And you're going, I shouldn't hit it. And he's like, oh, bang, I hit it.
The other thing is, even if he doesn't take the bait the first couple of times, you could literally set him up for overs and just go, you're going to bowl at him for overs on end, and then you give him the wide one.
Yeah.
And it gives him the feel of the ball.
Yeah.
Because he's playing at everything because he has to. It's on middle stump or off stump. Even if he hits it for 4s, who cares? And then you're giving him the feel of the ball, and then he may not want to, but just because it's in his head, it's a little bit mental.
Yeah.
It's technical.
I don't think it's a technical area because he's...
It is though, because it's like...
He's a very good batter. Like.
He's like playing out in front. Like.
Yeah, but if he just left it...
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
I guess that's
if they just bowl at him, and get him used to the ball on the bat, then he goes, "Oh, I'm gonna
reach out for this one,
and hit that one."
Yeah, he needs to step to it a bit more, which is weird because usually Virat's technique is perfect. It must be. I think it is a bit mental as well. So good call by Pradeep. Next one on YouTube is @PsychoBot8743. What a name! Fair to say, after day 4, father of Australia is Bumrah because he batted well.
Yep.
And obviously getting lots of wickets. So we got father of India.
I think it's Akashdeep.
Yeah, and Akashdeep is Aussie father.
It's not Siraj, though.
No, definitely not Siraj. Stuff that guy. But yeah, you got father of India is Travis Head, and father of Australia is Bumrah. I'm happy to agree with that one.
Yeah, nice.
Fair call by Psychobot. On Insta, it's Yash_167. This is in reference to...
I've got a good question following this.
The combined 11 we did before the series. He goes, it's Yash says, Smith is the greatest test batsman in this era.
Interesting.
What do we think on that? I agree. People have short memories of how good this man is in our lifetime.
What is this era?
Let's say...
Last decade?
Yeah. I would say the last decade.
Yeah, I think so.
Because, what if he's done in the Ashes and against India? I know, because you look at his overall stats, most of his runs have come from against England and India, which is our biggest series, and he's making tons. So I'm saying yes.
Question though, stats guy.
Yes.
So there's obviously the big 4. There's Steve Smith, there's Virat Kohli, there's Joe Root, there's Kane Williamson.
Yep.
Who's the best right now?
Out of all them.
And why is it Joe Root?
Joe Root, yeah. I don't like him because sometimes he can play some stupid shots, but in terms of the amount of runs he's scored.
He's been in phenomenal form. We hate the Poms, but great form. Yeah. And I just feel like you look at Kohli, we've been talking about how you get him out. We've talked about how you get Smith out.
Kane Williamson had a bit of a dip as well last year.
But I don't know if we can say the same about Root or Williamson. Like, they don't have an obvious flaw. Root maybe sometimes pokes a little, but it's just like...
That's because I think Root and Williamson have better techniques. Maybe not than Kohli, but definitely a better technique than Smith, because Smith just has a very weird... He's going like this, he's going like this.
Smith's a kid's art painting.
Yeah.
He's all over the show.
He's all over the show. I like that. Yeah, so I'm going to agree with Yash that greatest test batsman of this era.
If you had to rank the 4 of the last era,
I'd go Smith, Root, Oh, this is very hard.
I'm going Smith,
Williamson,
Kohli.
Kohli.
I'm going Smith, Kohli, Root.
I just don't know. I don't watch enough Kiwi cricket to
now
because I think Williamson's underrated a little bit.
Yeah, right now it'd be Root, Williamson, Smith, Kohli.
Yeah.
Well, actually, that's tough on Kohli. I'd go Kohli above Smith.
Oh, I wouldn't. I think Kohli. He hasn't been good this series.
Well,
Smith's got 100.
He made a century.
Oh yeah, he's got one. That's all right. Yeah, that's a really tough one out of those four. We should do a little clip on that maybe.
Too much work.
The big four. Too much work. All right. Last one on Insta. Charles Wiltz says, this is about SuperCoach. I was going to read this earlier, but I forgot. That's okay. He had Curran as vice captain. Should I be loopholing him to captain? Do you guys reckon?
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
I think you have to. If you have a bench option that's going to get 0, you loophole Curran because he got 100 and he's still got a game to play. So even if he gets 20, 30, 40, that's a massive score.
Yeah,
anything over 100 in SuperCoach is massive. So you've loopholed.
I loophole. I had Gilchrist in play. So
perfect.
I just emergency'd the wrong player.
That's all right.
Warner over Constance.
That's all right, mate. You've done well. You've done well with Curran.
Can we just restart the season?
It just started. It's all right. I saw your projected. It's all right. I think we're going to go right in SuperCoach.
No, I don't think so.
You don't reckon?
I think you will. I won't.
Nah. Don't get yourself too down, mate. All right.
Bad light.
That's dumb. So we're calling bad light.
Lightning delay.
Lightning delay. We're calling it. It's just... We had a fire delay the other day. It's not fake fire delay, sorry. We're
fire drill delay.
I should have said fire drill delay. Correct. That's Stumps for the Cricket Today show. Thanks to TABTouch. We'll continue to do this show every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We're back with this on Friday. And then over the summer, we'll be from home, but we'll still have our nice little border that Gerald, our producer, has created for us. So get right around the show. Make sure you subscribe. Towards that goal of 3,000 subscribers. Send in any questions and comments. Of course, we're going to read them out every single show. We're loving all the comments at the moment. The funnier, the better, or anything serious you want to chat about. It makes us have a little bit of analytics and stats and things like that. It's good. Thank you very much, Leo.
Thank you.
No worries. No, we've done well here. Nice and snug together.
Now we've got to edit it.
Oh, great. Cheers to, I was going to say Gerald for producing, but he's gone. Homie's gone. Thanks for Homie helping us out on the show. He's also a producer. Thanks, TABTouch, as well. So, got the touch? Download TABTouch today. That's another episode of Cricket Today done. We're out. What are you really gambling with? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.